And today we've got solving two-step equations. So this is lesson 8-2. So the steps for this is we need to undo the operations using the reverse order of operations. So basically all I'm saying is we need to do the order of operations backwards. So the steps, 4 steps. We need to get rid of anything being added and subtracted. That is the first thing we're going to do to solve a two-step equation. The second step is we need to get rid of anything being multiplied or divided. The third step would be exponents. This year we're not doing any of that. And the last step would be parentheses, and again, we're not going to be doing any of that. So basically, all you need to know are those first 2 steps. 1, get rid of anything being added or subtracted first, and then get rid of anything being multiplied or divided. So, 2 examples here. The very first one, we've got 4 times what number plus 6 equals 18. You're savvy. I know you could probably guess and check and figure that out. But when our numbers are a little bit bigger, we need a method, okay? I want to do the orders of operations backwards. So here's x. I didn't really mean to cut off that 4, but that's okay. All right, here's x. If you look, that x is smack dab next to that 4. It's being multiplied, and then way over here it's being added or subtracted. That's what we need to get rid of first. We need to get rid of anything being added or subtracted first. That 4 and that x, they are joined at the hip. They are right next to each other. They're not letting go. Get rid of that plus 6. And to do that, subtract 6. Whatever you do to one side, do to the other. So 6 minus 6 leaves you with nothing. Nothing but 4x is equal to 18 minus 6, 12. And then look at that. Now you've got a one-step equation. 4 times what number equals 12? I know you can do that in your head, but x is being multiplied by 4. So the opposite of multiplying by 4 is dividing by 4. So divide on the left side of the equal sign and divide on the right side of the equal sign. 4 divided by 4 gives you 1x. That's what we want to solve for. And 12 divided by 4 is 3. Check it. Plug the 3 back in. Does it work? 4 times x, or 4 times 3, would be 12. And 12 plus 6 equals 18. Boom, it works. Check the next one. Excuse me. That x right there. Look what's happening right next to it. Boom. They are joined at the hip. They are right next to each other, smashed together, that 7 and that x. But all the way over here, being subtracted by 9. Get rid of that minus 9 by doing the inverse. Add 9 to both sides. Keep everything balanced. Minus 9 plus 9, excuse me, fill that hole. You're going to have nothing but 7x is equal to 5 plus 9, which is 14. Now look at it. X is being multiplied by 7. Do the opposite of multiplying by 7. Opposite of multiplying 7 is dividing by 7. Whatever you do to one side, do to the other. 7 divided by 7 gives you 1x. That's what we want to solve for. Not 2x's, but 1x. And 14 divided by 7 is 2. Check it out. Plug it back in. 7 times 2 is 14, and 14 minus 9 is 5. Boom, it works. Last 2 examples. Yes, they have fractions in them. Don't freak out on me. We can do this, and we can do this well. So, first of all, here is my x. Maybe. There we go. X is being divided by 4 and added by 6. Get rid of whatever's being added or subtracted first. It's plus 6, so do the inverse. Minus 6. Whatever you do to one side, do to the other. X divided by 4 plus 6. Take away that 6. It's going to leave you with x divided by 4 is equal to 5. We just did one of these 2 days ago, maybe a day ago. X is being divided by 4. The opposite of dividing by 4 is multiplying by 4. Whatever you do to one side, do to the other. 4 divided by 4 is 1x, that's what we're solving for. And 5 times 4 is 20. Check it out, does it work? Plug in 20 for x. 20 divided by 4 is 5, and 5 plus 6 is 11. It works. Alright, last example, we're almost there. That lovely variable p is being multiplied by 1/5 and then subtracted by 12. Do the inverse operations. Get rid of that negative 12 first by adding 12. Whatever you do to one side, do to the other. Fill that hole. Negative 12 plus 12 is going to give you 1/5 times p is equal to 32. So now, if p is being multiplied by 1/5, we're going to divide by 1/5. But remember, when you divide by a fraction, you're actually multiplying by the inverse, and the inverse was 5 over 1. Multiply those fractions. 5 times 1 is 5. 1 times 5 is 5. 5 divided by 5 gives you 1p. But what about the other side? I've got 32, and I need to multiply by 5 over 1, which is just simply 32 times 5. Multiply that out, and you get 160. That's a large number. Could that be correct? Let's plug it in for p and find out. 1/5 of p, 1/5 of 60, well that's 160 divided by 5, which is going to give you 32, and then take away the 12. 32 minus 12 will give you 20. It works. Alright, we are going to be practicing more of these tomorrow. I will see you then.